Hello, ma'am. This is Group 2. This is our role play in our topic.
And now we discuss the importance of metal controlling the numbers of notes. A bustling marketplace in Tang Dynasty, China, and 7th century. Imagine stalls selling silks, ceramics, spices, and other goods. They're a mix of merchants, artisans, and everyday people. The artisan is setting up his stall, displaying his silver, jewelry, and utensils.
Hello, babe. Kumusta ka? Punta mo na kung punsya pa. May bibilin lang ako sa dito.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Can I buy this one for my wife?
Yes, sir.
But carrying so much gold is cumbersome. I've heard whisper for a new system. It's called paper money. Have you heard of it?
Paper money? That the foolish nation paper has no intrinsic value. It can be easily copied or destroyed. Metal is durable, it is scarce, and it's been at the standard for centuries, which is what works.
The official steps in observing the exchange. A government representative promoting the new paper money system.
Excuse me,
Yes, sir.
I'm Jerome. I am an official of the Imperial Court and I am here to speak about the new paper money system. It's true that metal has long been valid, but the Emperor has described that paper money will be a convenient and efficient way to conduct transactions.
Alan is intrigued.
Excuse me, sir. You've mentioned recently about paper money. How does paper money work?
Yes, sir. The government issues these notes backed by the imperial authority. They are as good as gold and silver. You can use them to buy goods and service just like coins. Imagine tomorrow have bags of metal.
But what if someone forged these notes? How can you be sure they are genuine?
The government representative is explaining and pointing to intricate markings on the notes.
For me, these notes have unique design and security feature that make them difficult to counterfeit, and the government will security control the amount of paper money in circulation to prevent inflation.
Person ends with the merchant accepting a paper note and the artisan still holding onto his belief in the value of metal. The next scene opens with the merchant approaching the goldsmith shop.
Good day, Goldsmith. I'm looking to buy some fine silk from the weaver down the street. I've got hefty bag of gold, but it's rather cumbersome to carry. Do you have of those receipts for issues to deposit of gold?
Indeed, there are merchants many find them more convenient than carrying gold. What amount would you like to deposit?
Perhaps 5 gold coins, if that's alright.
Of course, merchants, here's your receipt. You can exchange it for your gold at any time, should you need it.
Thank you.
Merchant takes the receipt and heads up to the weaver's stall. The customer enters the goldsmith shop.
Good day, Goldsmith. I've come to withdraw my gold deposit. I need to pay for some repairs on my roof.
Of course, customer. Please wait just a moment while I retrieve your gold. I hope this will suffice for now, customer. Please understand that I'm doing my best to manage the gold supply and ensure that everyone can access their deposits. This is your gold and your receipt. Thank you. I hope this will suffice for now, customer. Please understand that I'm doing my best to manage the gold supply and ensure that everyone can access their deposits.
It's okay, ma'am. It's fine. Thank you.
Scene ends with the goldsmith looking out the bustling marketplace, pondering the delicate balance between issuing receipts and maintaining a stable gold reserve.
That's all, thank you.
Bye-bye.